Hello, this is Dr. Gary. Welcome to the Daily Tune-Up today. There's something serious I want to talk about today, and it brings to mind some of the things that most of us go through that we think are so important, and you know what? They're really not. I recently had a client that thought she had cancer. She was diagnosed mistakenly and then found out it didn't exist. And during that period of time, she really was remorseful about all the life that she'd wasted arguing with her husband, looking at him as though he was the villain in her life, being negative and focusing on all the little pitfalls that we have each day. You know, the pencil's not being sharp enough and not enough gas in the car to go to the store. And she explained to me, once she realized that, wow, the cancer wasn't there, the lesson she really had to learn in her life was you had better take a look at these precious moments each day and look at the ability you have to exaggerate your trauma, because there really isn't any. Even if we get sick, even if we're ill and not feeling good, really that's still a pretty good day. My message to you today is I want you to examine your life and look at the things you're doing today to waste it in the little myopic things and arguments and indiscretions that you're having with maybe your loved one. Valentine's Day is right around the corner. It's a good time to really reformulate your heart and open it up a little bit and understand that even if you're having difficulty in your relationships or in business or with your children or maybe even with yourself, is it really that bad? You know, once we face our own mortality, once we are faced with a terminal illness and it actually is happening to us, there's a tendency to really change the way we look at life. So I want you to not have to go through that. I want you to reformulate the way you look at life today. And there's always improvements, even if we think we're doing pretty good. Let's take a look at our personal relationships. And as we're coming up to what's supposed to be the most romantic day of the year, Valentine's Day, let's make that every day. First of all, let's be in love with ourselves and these precious moments that we have on this earth to live our life. Let's also take a look at the things that we think are so important and the things that other people do to us that we feel perpetrate our life. Do they really? Or is it just the way we're looking at things? Today's a day of reflection for you. After having the experience of working with this woman and seeing her courageous battle with what she thought was the last moments of her life, then to find out it either went away or never existed to start with, it really taught her a lesson about how precious each moment is and how minute and minuscule most of our problems really are. Most of the time we talk ourselves into those problems or we glorify them in our own words, in our own head. If you have someone in your life that loves you, that acts like it, that isn't perfect, you better take a good hard look at that. If you have a tendency to be critical of others and you seem to catastrophize what they do with you or not to you that is improper, you better take a good look at that and be willing to let a lot of that go and change the rules on the way you look at it. Until tomorrow, this is Dr. Gary wishing you an extraordinary day of forgiveness and love. And also tonight, Mind Talk, right here on drgary.tv at 8 p.m. Pacific Time. We're going to talk about procrastination in detail. I look for you to join me. So until then, bye-bye.